Maar nou vir 'n bietjie vermaak, Henry.
Ja, dis altyd lekker op die groot ontbyt as dit by daai afdeling kom waar ons fokus op vermaak, veral op 'n Vrydag. En soveel lekkerder as mens hoor van opkomende en nuwe talent. En ek verwys dan na ons volgende gas, Vaughn Prangley. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
So we're going to focus on your new EP, and I must compliment you on the new sound, on the music. I think it's international standard.
Thank you.
And we're really looking forward to how you're going to develop as an artist. But just a bit of background. Where did it all begin? Where did you grow up? Your school years? Give us some background.
So I started playing guitar in 2013, so I was 9.
Wow.
Yeah. And I started off with like classical, they sit like this, and which was great for me at the time because that taught me the way I play guitar now is very acoustic and almost classical in a way, and that was my foundation. So that was great. And then later on I moved on to a bit of electric guitar, and then I started singing. I started writing when I was about 13. And yeah, one thing led to another. We met a lady named Marley Kelly. She's a vocal coach. And it wasn't supposed to be anything crazy. It was supposed to just be like a vocal lesson type of thing. And she heard a song. She was like, "We're taking you to the studio." It was
wow.
on that day. We made a drive to the Hit Lab studio in Rudaput. And Howie Combrink, met him. He's my producer now. And we're like best friends.
Oh, it's amazing.
And it's amazing. Yeah, it's really been an awesome journey.
So the passion for singing, was that something that actually just happened by chance?
Yeah, so I've never really had any vocal training at all. I started writing because I could play guitar.
Yes.
But I'm a very observant person, and
Okay.
I take in what happens around me. And so whatever happens, or I see something that inspires a story, every song I write has a story and a meaning behind it. And I want people to connect and be able to relate to that.
So in terms of family history, is there, one of your parents, are they musical? Is it something that's in the genes, or were you one of those that just popped out?
No, I would say there's a bit of music in the family.
Okay.
My dad used to play a bit of guitar. My mom did as well. And my grandpa was actually in a band when he was in his 20s. It was called The Fugitives.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's...
So it is in the
there's
genes.
there's been quite a bit of music.
So if you had to define music for you as an upcoming artist, what would you define it as? What does music actually mean to you?
Music is a way of expressing myself. It's an escape. It's a way of sharing stories with other people, Like an artist has their canvas. Music is my canvas.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I just express myself through melodies and lyrics and stories.
So during COVID, we usually ask this for all the artists that we get to interview. COVID took its toll on a lot of people, and it influenced all of us in different ways. But you didn't just sit back. You actually used it as a way of inspiration to start writing.
I did, yeah.
Is that right?
Yes. So in lockdown, I wrote a lot, but then also the one day I was just lying on my bed, and so my house has a flat roof.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to get up there. So I was like, everyone's bored and sad and depressed. Why didn't we throw a concert? So we hopped on the roof, set up speakers and mics and guitars and stuff, and we held a rooftop concert where I stay in Midstream. And the whole of Midstream knew me as the rooftop guy, and that's kind of what sparked this. It was pretty awesome. There's like braais being held on driveways and
That's
kids
so
riding
cool.
up and down the street. And it just brought joy to such a weird, strange time for us all. So,
What do you think makes your music unique? Well, the fact that it's shouted from the rooftops, I guess.
yeah, I guess that's one of them. I think my sound, from everyone I've heard, or a lot of people I've heard, that they struggle to put me in a genre or a category, which I like.
I just wanted to ask, do you think that's a bad thing, though?
No, I don't think so at all. I think music today we need something new. We need slightly different sounds, and we need to be innovative, because music is such a beautiful, vast, diverse topic, So no, I take that as a compliment completely. And yeah, I'd say that's probably
That's cool. We still have a lot that we actually want to cover because I want to talk about your writing process. I want to focus on the new EP. I want to focus on the launch. That's about. I heard a bird singing in my ear, something about that. So jy's ingeskakel op die groot ontbyt. Ons gesels met Vaughn Prangley. En ons gaan later meer fokus op die EP Where It Begins, want dit is maar waar dit alles vir die kunstenaar begin het. En natuurlik het ons sommer al klaar die studio reg gekry want hy gaan beslis ook een van sy enkelsnitte vir jou sing.
Ja, en ek wil ook net sê, ons luisteraars kan hom nou nie sien nie. Maar as jy nou gedink het, Justin Bieber is iets vir die oog. It definitely helps that you're attractive as well as an artist.
Thank you.
Ja. Hierdie look, hulle noem dit die X-factor.
Definitely.
Ja.
And he's very comfortable in communicating and
Yeah.
being part of the interview, which is cool.
He's
I
made
like
for
it.
this.
Dankie Jorna. Ja, ek gesels met Vaughn Prangley, 'n jong man, maar ook 'n opkomende kunstenaar met baie talent. Terwyl ons hier sit, jy het nou nie noodwendig gesien nie, maar kyk, die man ken van jam. Vaughn, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm happy to be here.
It's really fun. So we quickly had a look at your background, you know, where it all began, and that also relates to your
Was that a
newest
pun
EP.
there?
Maybe, just read between the lines. So we focused on the fact that you actually had some classical training when it comes to your sound, to the guitar.
Yes.
Do you consider yourself as someone who likes coloring in outside of the lines, breaking some rules when it comes to your music?
100%, yes. Yeah.
That's
most
not
definitely.
necessarily a bad thing, is it?
No. As I said earlier, I really do think music needs something new, and South Africa as well. South African music needs something new.
So I want to talk about your writing process because
Yes.
you started writing music at the age of 13, which is quite young. En wanneer jy van sy musiek gaan hoor jy ook hoor daar is iets, there's some depth to it, I almost want to say. So it's not just writing about random stuff.
No.
What is your writing process like? Do you write about specific themes, or how do you go about it?
It's a weird one.
Is it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I have a specific process that I go through, but the smallest things can inspire me. Whether it's something that I've gone through in my life, whether it's a good thing or it maybe put me down a bit, or maybe it was someone else that I saw, it could be a random person on the streets. It inspires me to write stories, and I think that's what music is about, is that it's sharing emotion through a way that nothing else can, that words can't do. But yeah, and then I also partially write from my subconscious. Sometimes I write a song and I'm like, I don't actually know what this is about. And then I'm like, oh wait, that happened.
Maybe.
That happened and it made me feel that way, and that's possibly why.
Are you trying to be transparent when it comes to your music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So in terms of the new EP, there's a new launch that's about to take place. Tell us a bit about that, because I know now about the music that you're shouting or singing from the rooftop. Where is it going to take place? When
On
is
the
it?
rooftop.
On the rooftop.
So I wanted to make it very sentimental,
Nice.
That's where it started.
Your fan base is there.
The fan base started there, yeah. So off the roof, we're going to hold a big event.
Okay.
There's going to be a band behind me as well. I think it's going to be a really, really awesome experience. But it's just special because of where it is and how it's all happening. Also, the community that's going to surround me while watching the performance. And then we might have a surprise or two.
Oh, wow. That's always fun.
Coming, but I'm not going to spoil anything here.
Please don't. So Where It Begins, the EP now available for your fans?
Yeah.
Okay.
At all streaming platforms
Okay,
everywhere.
that's cool. So on the EP, I mean, there are a lot of songs. And I know it's maybe not a fair question to ask, but is there a song that stands out for you, your most favorite one?
Yeah, so I mean, every song is special in its own way.
course.
But there is, in particularly, Breathing. Breathing is a special one to me.
Is there a story?
Yeah, so the reason why Breathing, it's not because of the meaning of the song at all. It's actually just the song itself and what it has done for me. I spoke about the vocal coach earlier.
Yeah.
That was the first song I played for her, and it was the first song I played for the studio and my producer.
Can I maybe
And,
ask you to jam a bit and to play
Yeah,
a
no.
part of it for us?
Of course.
Go for it.
Let's move this down here.
All the technical stuff.
as I lay here away, cherishing the moments that we had. And none of this was a mistake. It's just the way of the universe. And I'm breathing. I cannot do this anymore. And I'm breathing. I cannot do this anymore.
Wow. Vaughn, nothing of this was a mistake. I think the music industry needs someone like you with your talent, with your passion. So thank you so much. And all the best with the new EP. We're looking forward to new music and keep on writing. But you also got to perform one of your songs for us as well later in the show. So thank you so much for joining us.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
So maak seker jy gaan volg hom op sosiale media. Maak seker jy gaan kry daai EP sommer vandag nog, Where It Begins, Vaughn Prangley. Maar bly ook ingeskakel op die groot ontbyt want net hierna het ons nog 'n verrassing vir jou, maar vir nou eers gaan ons kyk wat gaan aan. Het Elsa vir ons enige nuwe inligting met Elsa se minuut?